the King of Westmont.
Has he agreed to send us I am once again filled with the thrill of battle. It has been too long since I have raised my blade against the forces of the Burning Hells. I remember countless battles within the heart of Pandemonium, as my brethren and I risked everything to drive the demon spawn back to their hells.
Light and darkness are essential to the balance. They must have been incredible battles.
They were glorious. We waged our eternal conflict since the light first broke upon creation. But now, for the first time, it feels as if its end is in sight. You are a great warrior.
No, I merely have a good commander.
I do what I can. Imperius himself would have been hard-pressed to hold these walls as long as these soldiers have. This world owes them a great debt.
Imperius? I do not know him.
Imperius is the Archangel of Valor. It is he who commands the legions of the high heavens.
Which battle do you remember best?
We thought we had lost everything at the 5th Battle of the Diamond Gates. The prime evils and their legions crashed against the very entrance of heaven itself. But one of my most trusted lieutenants, Iswal, turned them back. Still, the day might have been lost had the demon lords not fallen to fighting amongst themselves. So confident of their impending victory, they turned on each other over the spoils they had yet to win. I shudder to think what the demon lords might accomplish should they ever stop betraying one another. Such is the self-defeating nature of evil.
I knew you would lead me to exciting and mysterious places. We should encounter the jewel I seek any day now.
What sort of jewel is this?
Oh, it's nothing special. It merely changes form to evade pursuers and drives its owners mad.
Are you sure you haven't already succeeded?
The strangest thing just happened. A young man accused me of being the Senside god of thieves, disguised as an elderly jeweler. Well, I understand his confusion, since I'm as handsome as a god. I gave the fellow some advice and sent him on his way.
But you did not correct him.
Who am I to crush the dreams of the young?
A man with honor.
Well...
The people of Shansai worship 59 gods, but few are more revered than Zai, the exiled trickster god who travels the face of the world disguised as a humble merchant. Tales of his adventures range from ingenious thefts and practical jokes to more lurid exploits, none of which I'm comfortable recording here.
You're looking at me in a very strange manner.
I tire of your games. Tell me who you truly are.
Why would I?
We face a threat that the world has never seen before. If you possess hidden power, it could be of use to all of us in the fights ahead.
It always warms my heart to see absolute certainty in one so young. You must be very brave. I think I was wrong about the jewel I seek. It's not in this land either. What a pity.
Why not take a rest from your search?
Because it has killed thousands. And because I'm the only one who can hold it without harm.
Because you are not who you seem?
No, because it has already taken everything from me that matters. But enough of that. I have gone too long without spiced beef and spicier wine. It's just unnatural to go from a place so hot to a place so cold. The change isn't good for my old bones.
You can leave at any time.
And what's all this noise? It's as though we're right in the middle of a battle.
A great battle, even.
I know, isn't it?
What is on your mind, Shen?
Oh, yes. Well, memories are useless, aren't they? You can't eat them or sell them for food. I'm glad that I'm starting to lose them. Oh, I was just remembering a time when I tracked the jewel to Skovos. A long story. But let's just say that between the sea monsters and poison arrows, it managed to slip away again.
A tragic story, then.
Oh, it was. But when the theater's ceiling collapsed, I fell right into the lap of my soon-to-be seventh wife. She managed to console me.
7 wives. Isn't that excessive?
Oh, no. I've been married many more times than that. But never to more than 2 women at a time. Never let it be said that I'm greedy.
Tell me of your past adventures.
I once traveled with a veteran wagon tribe for 6 months. It was one of the happiest times of my life. Until, of course, that night I drank too much of that delicious flaming cider. I woke up in a beautiful married woman's bed with my trousers on my head so that I wouldn't lose them, of course. Naturally, her husband came in just then. I had to leave in a hurry, of course, but I followed that wagon train for 3 more months, sneaking into her wagon whenever her husband finally fell asleep.
The demons are in the keep! They're coming up from the depths! Ah!
Soul Rippers are the bane of the living, creatures born of the endless malice churning within hell. Agile and swift, the Rippers cover ground quickly by latching onto prey with their enormous tongues, and then leaping on top of their victims. From this point, the Ripper cannot be deterred. It has begun to feast.
My dearest Jonathan, I hope this letter finds you well, and that life at Bastion's keep is not too difficult. Arthur is growing up to be just like his father. I'm happy to hear you'll be back in time for his birthday, and I'll be praying every night for your safe return.
Minions. The men actually think that they can hide behind their paltry little walls. But they have only had a glimpse of the full host of hell. We will see them drown in our tide of sin. The girl is still weak, and their hero will not expect us to attack from below. Send in the ravening beast.
All must serve the cycle.
What I have trained for.
have been fortunate enough to learn much of the barbarians' complicated history in my time. Yet the origins of these large, mighty warriors are hazy at best. Legend holds that they are the offspring of Bull Kathos, an ancient who embodied their ideals of strength, bravery, and courage.
Leah was so pale and distraught. It pains me to think of what she is going through now.
Children of Bull Kathos settled in the northern steppes, an area that is now known as the Dreadlands. Theirs was primarily a nomadic and tribal culture, though they had a few permanent settlements such as Cesseron and Horogoth, a group of revered former warriors known as the Elder Council ruled the barbarians.
This world can abide you no longer!
The demons are insidious. They will stop at nothing in order to seize this keep, and all the world with it.
Many centuries ago, King Corsic built Bastion's to pen the barbarian threat in the north. After years of military disasters, the frustrated king led a large army out of the fortress and into the north to conquer the barbarians once and for all. Not one of them came back. Hears demonic tremors before seeing them. These behemoths move slowly and heavily, pounding the earth with their massive fists. Many a siege has been broken by the tremors' battering strikes. Many more enemies of the demons have been felled by their wrath. I pray that our world will never see them again.
These abominations must die!
The barbarians have always defended their lands in the north from trespassers. They believe that it is their sacred charge to guard Mount Ariat and the world stone within it from the outside world. Unfortunately, their battle prowess and tenacity have been misinterpreted as bloodthirst and territorial savagery by soldiers in Westmarch. 20 years ago, Baal was loosed upon the world. He besieged the barbarian capital of Cesseron and used treachery to access the World Stone Chamber, circumventing the three ancient guardians, Talik, Marduk, and Korus. In the end, he succeeded in corrupting the great artifact. Though Baal was slain by heroes, his damage was irreversible.
The keep would do well to trade some of these supplies for more soldiers. not
must
open this.
serve the cycle. This world can abide you no longer.
The grave beckons.
You're too late. My servant is already inside your walls, and his hunger is ravenous. He will devour your corpse, and those of your friends.
Do not fear the end.
My bag is full. I am returning to town.
Yes. This is well crafted.
Beckons.
Never cease to impress me. A foul presence lingers below us. It seems to be getting stronger.
Weakness consumes you.
The demon. He's here.
The one who killed Lord Belial. I will savor, tearing the flesh from your bones.
The largest of Asmodan's sin lieutenants, and he possesses no less than 4 mouths. Though his voracious appetite is certainly his greatest weapon, his bile and, well, other noxious excretions are equally lethal. When last seen in battle, the Lord of Gluttony swallowed half a dozen angels whole, spears and all.
A lovely piece. Magnificent.
I need to go back.
Empty victory over. You have only delayed your inevitable destruction. Your walls have grown no stronger. Our assault continues unabated. The stone will still be mine.
Terrifying noises were coming from the armory, so Tyrael went to investigate. He said if you were to return, I should send you there.
What are you doing with your riches, Lendon?
Living a life of depravity and overindulgence, naturally.
Please.
Fine. Perhaps I've found that my treasure is put to better use elsewhere.
That sounds suspicious.
We all have debts to pay, friend.
Cooking and serving gruel ain't glorious, but these men can't fight and die on empty stomachs.
I am losing control!
The Soulstone seems stable now.
The demon's rage has been subdued.
Yes, but for how long? Our time grows short. We must take this fight to Asmodan.
To the battlefields, then.
Can you feel the keep shuddering? Asmodan's siege weapons. Saving these walls will have meant nothing if they're reduced to rubble.
Indeed. I'll defend them.
We will not fail you, Seraph.
How did the eternal conflict begin?
Since time immemorial, the forces of heaven and hell fought for control of the sacred World Stone, until the day it was stolen by renegades and used to forge your world. Since then, The forces of hell became more interested in corrupting mankind than in facing us on the field of battle.
We are their new weapons.
They knew that mankind would tip the balance of power forever, and very clearly, you have.
How was our world created?
To escape the eternal conflict, a group of renegade angels and demons came together and created a hidden paradise for themselves. They called this world Sanctuary. Eventually, they commingled. They gave birth to mankind. That is why you have both good and evil within you, and the power of both realms as your birthright. The power of your Nephilim ancestors was so terrifying to their parents that they tuned the World Stone to weaken. They knew they had loosed something unimaginable upon creation.